Well, I know, I think you said after the game that you saw it as 2 points drop, but how important was it to kind of stop that run of defeats that you were getting?
Well, at home, it's not been defeats. The problem we have at home is, when we go in the lead, we're conceding sloppy goals, and that's where I was disappointed from. We showed some fantastic attacking ability the first 35 minutes, resulting in 2 wonderful taken goals. And the reason I was disappointed, because when you're 2-0 up at home, you like to see the game out, albeit, I felt the first goal we'd switched off. I think the players are telling me that they were looking for the referee to blow the whistle. It was a head injury. And the second goal, not one of the players has touched the box and straight to the back of the net. So it's going that way for us right now. We need to make sure when we take the lead, we concentrate and keep in the lead. And that's why I was disappointed we didn't do that.
Is that with confidence, do you think, as well, that would come?
Well, concentration, I think that's where it will come. I think, if anybody seen us playing for the first 35 minutes the other day, you wouldn't like to think we were where we are on the table. We're really top of our game, so we've got confidence. It's when any setbacks come, so we got to make sure if a setback comes our way, we've got to concentrate and go back to what we do best, and attack and make sure that we keep all our teams in the back foot for the 95 minutes rather than taking a foot off the pedal a little bit.
Burnley at home, another home game, but Burnley, who are flying high this season.
Yes.
How difficult is that challenge going to be, or is the pressure a little bit more off because they are doing so well?
Yeah, I understand the question when you mean that, the expectation maybe. Not really, because I think the expectation at the football club, and certainly under me, will always be to try and win every game, especially at home, and we'll be doing that tomorrow night. Burnley are in the same sort of situation where we were a few years ago in terms of come down from the Premiership, having to start again, and they've bought very well, younger players, and I think it was Eddie Howe bought a lot of younger players, and Dicey's getting the rewards from seeing them coming through. He's got a good system there, so it is going to be a challenge. It's going to be difficult for us, but as I say, we have shown spells at home, attacking wise, that we are very capable of getting goals and making sure we can get on top.
I think there's frustration from the fans at some point. Do you almost understand the frustration there?
I share the frustration. There's no doubt about it. We work all week in a system, we look fit, we look strong, and that system works for 35 minutes, we take a 2-goal lead. I think that's where the fans' frustration is. Why didn't we go and score more? Or why didn't we keep a 2-goal lead? That's where the frustration builds in. So it's not about an all-round game. We are playing very well right now, we're just lacking in concentration. If you look at the 2 goals, it was just lacking in concentration, and that's where we've got to make sure individual areas, stop them in the game, concentrate when we go in the lead, and that is frustrating because I think the fans are seeing the best of both our sides right now, where we are attacking, and then they just think to say, well, why can't we just defend the same way? That's what it boils up. I share their frustration with them.
Just go back to the local derby. I suppose it's always another one, isn't it, that the fans will look towards as well. If you can get a good result against them, it might just lift the place.
Yeah, that's what can happen, and that's what comes with confidence. You're asking me about a confidence question. That's certainly what can happen. We're looking forward to the game. It's a local derby. We need to make sure it was a good opening day at the beginning. What I felt, we could have taken the 3 points really. How we finish the game. It's going to be a very interesting game in terms of how we start. Both teams I think will go right up for each other. It'll be a good atmosphere, and one that my players are trying to put right, the wrongs of the last 3 or 4 results.